Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, are we good to go?
Good afternoon to all. It's my pleasure to welcome one of our alumni, Mr. Magesh.
Only the sir.
Good afternoon to all. It's my pleasure to welcome one of our alumni, Mr. Magesh K. from 1995.
In the program.
It's my pleasure to welcome one of our alumni, Mr. Magesh K. from 1995 Mechanical Engineering batch. With nearly 30 years of industry experience, Mr. Magesh is currently working as the Director of Product Management at Oracle India Limited, where he leads the Cloud Application Development Group. He is also guiding the development of advanced artificial intelligence solutions, reflecting his innovative and visionary approach. He has filed 2 patents in the field of artificial intelligence. Behind his professional achievement, Mr. Magesh is a passionate writer, reader, and music lover. His thought leadership has been featured in leading newspapers where he blends his professional knowledge with creativity and insight. Today, he brings with him not just knowledge but a wealth of experience. He is need to make this session interactive with real world case studies, career guidance, and group activities designed to encourage new ideas, no laptops needed, just a pen, paper, and your thoughts. Now, let's warmly welcome Mr. Magesh K to take us through an inspiring and interactive session. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for a warm welcome and good afternoon, all of you. Hope you are able to hear me okay, right? Can anyone confirm you're able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hey guys, able to see my screen?
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. So, two things before we start the session, right? One, I want this session to be completely, two-way. You know, eh, yeah, it's a two-way communication. Okay. Um, I share my thoughts, whatever I have learned or I have gained as an experience, and you guys, are going to share your views, your ideas, and your thoughts. Okay. I don't want this to be a monologue that just talking. One. Second, I'm not going to teach any coding. I'm not going to teach any syntax or libraries, how to use libraries to build the systems, AI systems, and things like that. Um, this is going to be a industry focused session. Um, all I'm going to see is to share um, what industry needs, and we want you to you know think in a perspective where you are going to solve real world problems, right? um, so engineers make the world, right? It's not just we consume or um, we are not just consumers, right? So think from this perspective that when you do a project or you're going for an interview or you're choosing a career, right? um, what problem your project is going to solve, right? What is the approach that you're going to take to solve the real world problem, right? I want you to think from that perspective. So the whole session, the next 1 hour or so, is going to be designed. It is designed based on that, right? You have a lot of other resources to learn, the AI coding, Python syntax, and all those things, right? Now, I'll just show some code, but it's not going to be my core theme of it. Okay, that deal. Moving to next. Okay. Okay. Take a moment and think about your phone, right? How do you use your smartphones, right? What are the things? Let's say you browse through Spotify to hear some music, right? You use you have the recommendation, songs recommendation. Go to YouTube, you get the recommending videos, right? So place an order on Amazon or some e-commerce site, you get recommendations. Or you go to a Google Photos, you have a photo matching. It identifies which person is this, right? So these are all AI. All of you would know, right? So AI has become become an integral part of our life. It's an invisible layer behind the scene. You have this. You go to Google and type, search something. You get a next word, right? So these are all AI, based on AI, right? So, but these are all for common consumers. The way how they consume it. But engineers build the systems, right? We are not merely consumers, right? What we need to think is what will happen when we build the systems using this AI technology, right? Because in the era of AI or agents, the way you are going to approach a problem is completely different than how did we do in the past, right? The last 15 years, you have a code, if else statements, right? You have a follow syntax, and you put your brain in it, right? Your intelligence. You write your validations when you build a software system, right? That is not no longer the case, right? You have a building block called AI, which can reason itself, right? Which can um, think on its own, which can learn on its own, right? So there is, so you this it's a completely new building block. There is no your intelligence in it. It has its own intelligence. You are building a system, you're building a product using that, right? So we should know what problem we are going to solve. So the building block is different, the product that you are going to build is different.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, can you please show your presentation in the slideshow manner? I
Side
think it's
show.
not visible.
Okay, try to a sec. How about now? Can you see?
No, sir, your screen is not presenting.
Still visible? Okay. The problem is when I move to that, I mean, this screen goes off. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, how to see both. Okay. Um, How about now? Is it okay now?
Yes, sir, but it's not in the slideshow manner, sir.
Not as in which manner? Sorry? Not in slideshow mode 8, is it? Okay.
Sir, on the top of the screen, there is a design, right, sir? On that floor, there is a slideshow, sir.
Okay.
Sir, next. Above from the slides, sir.
Yeah, slide, actually I did that, but when I do it, I mean, this window goes up. That's why I'm trying to
Okay,
stop.
sir. Okay, sir. That's not a problem, sir.
Okay, let me close all of this and see.
Yeah, sir. Now it's okay.
Okay,
It's on
great.
full screen.
Yeah, you are able to see this. Okay, I mean, I'm able to see full screen now, right? Can someone confirm? It's completely messed up. Let me reshare. What happens is actually, I'm getting a very convoluted image when I, do a complete presentation. Is that fine now?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, sorry about that. Yeah. Now, what I was saying was like, the way now we are going to build system is completely different than what it used to be earlier, right? Like for past 15 years. So the building block is different. So the product or the system that we are going to build is going to be different, and the problem that we are going to solve is also going to be different, right? So we need to understand the real use case of that, to justice to what we are going to build, right? So consider this as an just a thinking opportunity to think real world problems and how you're going to solve the real industry problems, right? When you uh, build a project for your academic purposes or prepare for an interview or whatever, right? um, okay, that's the point. Okay, now I'm going to give a few list names of the industries. um, is this visible? I mean, is it better? I mean, the view is good.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, I'll read out two, and for each of the team I want one from the group to tell me an example usage of AI in those industries, right? Example use means it could be already used in that industry, or if you don't know, I mean, this is the way you can use AI in that industry, right? For example, I'll give a first, I'll take the first industry and give an example of what I'm trying to ask, right? Manufacturing. How is AI is used in the manufacturing industry? What are the processes in a manufacturing industry? There's actually a factory or a plant that produces a physical product, right? They use machineries and and all those things. And how is AI used in that industry? One quick example is um, AI built robots, right? The robots, move hands and move things. It helps in assembling and all those things, right? That's an example. That's all I need, right? You don't have to think much, but for a given industry, I want you to answer, um, um, the use of AI in an industry. So group one, I think you guys are divided in multiple teams, right? So team one, retail and e-commerce. Team two, banking. Team three, healthcare, hospital services. Team five, utilities. Team five, pharma. Six, creativity industry. I'll explain, all these industries in a while. But you guys please note down, which industries for you. Okay, six I done, right? Seven is IT and cybersecurity. Seven, transportation and automobile. Eight, services industry. Nine, entertainment. And 10 is marketing and advertisement. I think there are 10 teams, right? Please note down your industries. I want example from one from each of these teams. Okay. Manufacturing, I explained what I need, right? I just need to say A robots, the A built robots. That's the answer I am expecting from each of these industries, right? Your thoughts. Retail and e-commerce, all of you would know what is the retail industry, right? Have any questions on team one? If you have any questions, or someone can from team one can give an example of usage of AI in retail and e-commerce industry. Take few seconds, that's okay, but not more than 20, 30 seconds. Okay, think for 30 seconds and let me know.
Sir, can you please repeat the question, sir?
Yeah, the question is, in each of these industries, right? The industry name for which team got which industry, right? For example, team one got retail and e-commerce industry. So the question is, if AI is used in that industry, retail and e-commerce, what is the purpose and for which use the AI can be applied or implemented? So manufacturing example, take manufacturing example. I told robots, right? Robotics, or use AI for predicting, the machine failures, right? Predicting the, maintenance schedule, right? So I want you to give an example of um, in that particular industry how AI can be used. Is that clear? Give one practical example. Feel free to ask if you have doubts in, or what does this industry mean, or anyone in the team, any of the 10 teams, if you have arrived at that answer for any of your industry, just raise hands and let me know the answer. And it's just there's no single answer. It's your thought, right? I will also share my views on that.
So are you asking that in the retail or e-commerce system, how the AI or AI applications are working, sir?
Yeah, AI can be used, right? So in manufacturing industry, let's say I'm asked a question. This is a manufacturing industry where I can implement AI, right? My answer would be robots. Implement robots in AI equipped robots in manufacturing industry, right? It can help, right? Robots can help in manufacturing industry to assemble products and other things, right? Similarly, retail and e-commerce industry, if as an engineer, if you want to implement AI, right, where will you implement? How will you? What is your thought? What is your idea? Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Is any of the teams ready to, share out of 10? Okay, I see some answers. Thank you. Okay, perfect. Team 6, cybersecurity is good. Predicting threats and vulnerability, post-incident root cause analysis of the cyber attack. Okay, let me add one more thing for the IT and cybersecurity. IT also involves coding and software development, right? So AI can help, writing programs, right? So you would have heard of the co-pilot things, right? As you start coding, it corrects the errors here and there, right? Syntax errors and other things, right? It completely guides what method or what function that you can add and things like that, right? So yes, good answer. But yes, you can also think about this in IT and security, IT and software development. And predictive maintenance, AI predicts. Yeah, good. Any more answers? Team 6 responded. Team 1, retail and e-commerce. Let me read out the Team 6 response one more time so that all are aware. So proactive aspect is predicting threats and vulnerability, right? So use AI to predict vulnerable attacks, right? Which is, yeah. One more, team 1 predict maintenance AI machines. Okay, yeah, team 1 fine. Yes. Healthcare, okay? Disease detection and diagnosis and finds early signs of diseases, cancer, heart disease, diabetes. Good. AI predicts patient risk, stroke risk, COVID spread. Yes. So while, okay, team 4. Smart washing machines. AI system analyzes the type of fabric, load and size and dirt level. It then adjusts the water level, detergent amount, water cycle, and spin speed automatically. Good, yeah. Utilities. Demand forecasting predicts electricity demand based on time, weather, season, and usage patterns. This can prevent enough electricity for peak hours for extreme weather. Yes, very good. Banking tracks transaction in real time, supports unusual activities, and prevents fraud using tools and biometrics. Customer service and personalization. Chatbots give 24/7 support and recommend personalized financial products based on customer behavior. Perfect, yes. Healthcare, some more, yeah. X-ray imaging, yes. So while others share, um, so is AI going to take away doctors' job? Because I mean, healthcare and hospitals for services, right? That is where the doctors are employed. This is just a food for thought. Creative industry, authoring, painting arts, AI used in content generation, digital art and painting, music and audio production, and storytelling, also used in animations and visual effects, preventing cultural and historical loads. Yes. Thanks, Mandavita. Yeah. So imagine, it not just the um, uh, other jobs. It even impacts the creativity, right? The author's creativity, right? It can produce fantastic paintings and drawings, right? Great, great answers. Yeah. So, how many of you believe that it will take away doctor's job? You can just type in yes or no. Pharma, drug discovery, perfect. Finds new medicine quickly and saves time and cost in research. Clinical trials, selects right patient and monitors data, makes trials safer and more successful diagnostic and patient care. Read scans, report another day. Yes, very good ideas. Okay, let me give some more examples on this, right? Entertainment. Again, I mean, like what we discussed, right? It's a Spotify or OTT platforms, right? You can get recommendations, right? It can even produce trailers based on the content watching, right? The local preferences and this on that, right? Again, recommendations of movies, rating of movies based on the watch hours and other things, right? Marketing and advertisement. Yeah, you can um, design targeted campaign, right? Ad campaign based on user history and other things, which is humongous task if human has to do manually, right? AI can do very good job in that, right? Okay, thanks. Good work. We move on to the next slide. AI evolution, right? So all of you know what is a machine learning, what is a neural network, what is LLM. I'm not going to go to the details of it, but at a high level, it's a standard algorithms are available. You just can uh, you know teach it with the data, ingest the data, and on its own it learns and it tries to predict it, right? That's all. And machine learning is very simple. Whereas neural nets, right, have a advanced layer. You build a layer. You decide how many layers you want to add. um, how would you what is the vectorization that you are going to do, and all those things in neural nets. Again, I'm not going to teach the basics of it, right? I'll show some sample code, but at a high level, that's all about machine learning and neural nets, right? So neural nets, again, um, advancements in the neural nets came out with the transformers, and transformers lay the foundation for the LLMs that we all see now, right? Large language models, right? All the chat GPT to Gemini to whatnot, all the llama to all LLM models. For all LLM models, transformer is the foundation and the base point, right? So you just can call the LLM API. You don't have to break your head about how to write a code, a Python script, and all. Just call the API and achieve what you want, right? Just prompt engineering skills are all end of the day you need, right? Let me share a simple code of all of this. I'm not going to the detail though. Please stop sharing and share again. Share entire screen. Okay, so this is one simple machine learning algorithm standard. The code that uses a sample machine learning algorithm, which is I think support vector machine or something that I used. Yeah, random forest. Sorry, random forest one. This is used to detect if whether the customer will default the credit payment, the loan payment, right? All it has done is simple. If you just provide the credit score or CIBIL score, what is the income, what is the loan amount, this will predict. This is the structure of a typical machine learning algorithm, a code based on a standard algorithm. Here in this case, random forest, right? A little advanced neural net model where you decide how do you want to vectorize it, right? How do you want to train it, right? How many epochs you use, and what is the test size and all those things. And this is a simple sequential model with a few layers, right? Only I think 10 dense layers and things like that. And what is the optimizer you use and all those things, right? You train the model and get your accuracy count and all these things, right? Sentiments. So the use case that I'm trying to solve here is, this is a demo script. What I'm trying to solve is, there are some feedback or customer reviews on the internet, and I want the model to predict whether it is a positive sentiment or negative sentiment, right? Sometimes it's very tricky. Just straightforward answers, comments like I love this product is straightforward, it's a positive sentiment. Whereas it could be like it is they killed it. I mean, the movie, they just nailed it, right? You may not know whether it is a positive sentiment or negative sentiment. Very very tricky to make out, right? So machine learning can predict that. So this is another example, right? Stop sharing. Going back to my presentation. You saw the sample code. Okay, now what is the agentic AI, right? And again, you guys may know already, but just setting a context for it. Agentic AI is autonomous. It has a goal, and it is context aware. So it has a memory, right? Unlike a regular model, this is autonomous. It can function. This can function in a specific way to achieve a specific goal, right? And it is a context aware. So there are popular frameworks available to build a agent, right? LangChain, AutoGen, Pydantic, CrewAI, Semantic Kernel, Llama Index, and so on and so forth, right? I'm not going to the details of it, but just I just want to set the context. And this is the agentic ecosystem. You have, after LLMs, the AI agents, like we said, right? It's autonomous. It can plan its tasks on its own, task planning, decongestion. And another important aspect of is tool use, right? We augment that with, additional augment the knowledge with, additional data, right? Which is tool use, right? Um, Memory and state management, and it can reason on its own. Okay. And next comes the agentic workflow. It's automatic. You have orchestration frameworks, multi-agent collaboration, right? You have this, sorry, human in the loop. Certain actions, you might need human approval. We'll discuss those, right? Human in the loop, and it's completely automated, right? You use the MCP protocols, the A2A protocols, and all those things, and design your agentic workflow, right? And beyond that, you have governance, ethics and safety, compliance, and feedback loops, and so on and so forth. Okay. Moving on. What is the structure of a typical agent? Right, like we discussed, it has a specific goal. What we need, another important aspect of while designing an agent is persona. You decide, what is it meant for, and what is this for, right? That's a persona and what it can do. Tools, another very important aspect, is a tool use, right? What are the tools that you're going to use? Memory to for the context awareness, right? And reasoning. You have this human in the loop, A2A and MCP, right? These are all the latest developments, and you can always enhance that with these capabilities, right? With that, let's take a simple example of how agents are built or evolved for a real-time use case. Let's assume a vacation planner. It's a vacation planner agent. The goal is, to prepare a vacation plan. The user has provided a query that, hey, next month I want to, I want you to prepare a tour plan or a vacation plan next month. That's all the user gives. The user goes to the agent is equipped with, let's assume, the tool, right? Let's list the tools. What are the tools? First, the calendar or the holiday list of the user, right? Next month, what are the holidays the user has? Let's say, from 10 to 15 are the holidays for it, right? The calendar is free. And what are the other things that you need? So the user has visited all these two places already, so you don't have to worry about that. Leave those. The other aspect, let's consider 4 or 5 places, right? Okay, so let's consider Rome. Oh, okay, this is a month of what? September, right? Okay, September, it is a summer time, right? It's not planned for Rome where it will be like, very sunny, and so let's avoid that, shift to a different location, right? So you need a weather tool or season prediction tool, right? Shift to another location where, oh, okay, these are the places I have zeroed in, right? What are the must-see places for that, right? What are the tools that you need? What is that? Trip planner or all those things, right? Currently available, right? You can use that. Wikipedia, of course, you can use as a tool, right? Within that, the agent zeroes in, few places. Now, budget, right? User has, this is the budget, right? Within that, what are the flights available on a specific day? right? Okay, lands in. So within these places, first day, how do I prepare the itinerary, right? First day, there is a weather prediction. There is a chances of rain. You need again a weather tool. Chances of rain. So let's plan indoor museum related things, activities in the first day. Second day you plan something, right? With all this, hotel bookings and airline bookings, right? All those things can be added as tools, and the agent presents the user with a complete itinerary. Hey, you're starting on 10th, and you start concluding this on 15th. 11 you are visiting this place, 12, 3, 4, 14, and this is the hotel availability. You're checking in, checking. It can prepare a complete plan and present it to the user, right? That's the power of an agent. Unlike earlier scenarios, if a user has to plan, let's say you are planning a vacation trip, first you go first check the calendar by yourself, and then go search for the flights. You go to all those websites specifically for go by go or whatever, right? Make my trip, and select all the flight bookings and all things, and hotel, resort reservations. What are the places? Go and analyze. Go to Wikipedia. Find out, trip analyzer. What are the must-see places? Right. Go to a weather tool. All those things. Right. It's very cumbersome. Now the job is made very simple. Right. It's presented with all the itinerary within no time. Right. That's the power of agents. Right. Let's move on further. Let me also show a simple agent code. Stop sharing and share again. So this is a vacation planner agent code. It's not a detailed one, but just wanted to show you guys the structure of it, right? You just import it, you set up the. So this basically uses LLM chain. So this I developed just for this demo purpose, right? There's a lang chain. It uses a lang chain. OpenAI for the reasoning, right? Those things. These are the input. Have few tools, weather based tools, right? It has, so you have a prompting, and this is the main workflow. When you give it, yeah, it's a simple one. You just provide all this, you fit in all this, within a framework, you get it done. It's a simple one. Just wanted to show how it, how you can write it, simple code. But the purpose is not that. The problems that it can solve, right? That's important. Any questions so far before I move on? Okay. I'll take that as no question. Hope post lunch hangover. Hope it is not. Okay. So what do the industry leaders say? Right? Satya Nadella. It says SaaS is the past. AI agents are the future. Right? This Jeff Bezos, right, says agents will become our digital assistants, helping us navigate the complexities of the modern world. They will make our lives easier and more efficient, right? And Mark Benioff, right, is a Salesforce CEO. Say, for the first time, technology isn't just offering tools for humans to do the work. It's providing intelligent, scalable digital labor that performs tasks autonomously, right? Why do they say so, and why it is, how it is different than what we were doing earlier? And remember, this is the task you guys will be doing next. So just observe carefully. I'm giving another example of AI building for a real world use cases, and I'll give task again in different industries for each of these teams. Okay. Now the software product development before and after the agentic era, right? What has changed? Why this is different? Let's assume a supply chain planning industry, so a supply chain management industry, where there is a buyer, right, who orders materials for um, his department or his team, right? He places an order. Let's assume this has to come from Mumbai. So some natural calamity occurs. He keeps monitoring. Obviously, manually he has to monitor where the order is, right? And this should have started yesterday, but due to some storm and other things, it couldn't. The truck or the shipment couldn't be processed, and it didn't start, right? Now he has to do what he has to do. Oh my God! So this is done. So what is the alternate? He goes and searches for another supplier, a quality supplier. He manually goes and searches for a supplier in his database. Not finding any, he goes and then searches on the internet. Right? He finds a supplier, but he is not quality certified one. Right? Looks for alternate supplier, but he's again on the west coast. So even if he places an order, it will face the same situation as the previous one, right? Then he finds another vendor in the east side, let's say Kolkata or something, right? He finds some other vendor, places the order again, and the order processing has its own time, right? And then all this process starts, right? Very cumbersome, right? Imagine it's for a healthcare industry, for a hospital services, right? A patient has to be operated upon immediately, maybe a stenting, right? Which is a very sensitive stent, right? It may not have the stocks immediately available. It's a specifically designed stent or something, and they are expecting this order to come on that day. But natural calamities nobody can stop, right? But what we could have done is, assume a buyer agent, right? Now, what are the things? The same set of architecture. First, let's define a persona for this. What is the persona? It is assists buyer and looks for tracks supplies and automatically makes alternate arrangements. That's the persona. Tools. What are the tools you would feed to it? A map tool, news feed, weather tool or whatever, right? News feed. Why you need a news feed? Let's assume this has to come from some completely another country, and that got into some political turmoil, right? Some sudden attack, right, on that country. And the material has to come from that country. All the airports, everything is closed, right? So based on the news feed, right? Let's say the shipment is going to start tomorrow, right? They're going to dispatch it tomorrow, and the news of all these things that come now that it's good. Unlikely that they can dispatch tomorrow, right? So the agent immediately looks for alternate arrangements. Remember, the consignment hasn't even started, right? But already it plans for alternate this thing, and it's a huge knowledge. It has a huge database available with this, right? LLM has a huge volumes of data with it, right? So it can easily find a supplier within microseconds or whatever. It can do a due diligence if it is equipped with the right tools. So now the second part of that is, after persona, the tools. Going to define what are the tools that you need to perform this, right? In this case, I have taken only 3, but you can add based on your use case and how you want to design this. Weather tool, map, to understand the location, news feed, and database of suppliers, right? It identifies it. It's context aware. It knows the criticality of that shipment, right? Assume that is again a stent or pacemaker or something, right? Life-saving drug or something like that, right? So regardless of, it knows it is aware of the context, right? That's a memory. It has a reasoning. That's third point. Memory or context awareness. Fourth, it has a memory now. It has a reasoning power. So it can take decisions on its own based on its learnings, right? It has a past history, right? It's a very very important consignment. You cannot miss. So find an alternate supplier, right? Get it. And so the reasoning I have added, a Chat GPT LLM, or it can be any LLM of your choice, right? What is the goal? Or this is a reasoning process. How it reasons. It found that the shipment may get delayed, but it understands the criticality, so it knows these are the alternate suppliers who can meet the quality standards, and I'm going to place an alternate order with that supplier, and so that the deliveries are not stuck and they are shipped on time and reaches on time, right? So the agent does everything on its own. So that's the goal. Okay. Any questions? I'm going to pause. Because next, the uh, um, the work is going to start, or the exercise is going to start. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Anything that we discussed so far. Okay, I assume that nobody has a question, and feel free to ping me if you have any questions. That's fine. But the next exercise is again, remember, now I have shuffled the industries completely. I'm going to read out these industries against each of the team numbers. The task is to design an agent for a use case in the given industry. It can be anything. Okay, take any business use case and design an agent. When I say design an agent, I don't want you to completely develop, or I'm fine if you provide a pseudo code or whatever, also I'm fine. Or if you don't have a pseudo code, you just want to present verbally, hey, these are the things, this is my idea, this is my agent for this use case, for this industry, that is fine with me too. But whatever works for you guys. Clear on what we are going to do next? Any questions? Okay, now let me read out the team numbers and the industry names. Team 1, finance. Team 2, education. Team 3, software. Team 4, entertainment. Team 5, services. Team 6, healthcare and hospital services. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Team 7, manufacturing. Team 8, retail and e-commerce. Team 9, agriculture. Team 10, logistics. I'm going to give 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, someone from the team or the whole team can please come forward and share your ideas, what you have come out with. I want you guys to speak, right? Not just presenting on the chat. And any questions about this industry or have any confusion on the processes in a specific industry, please feel free to come forward and ask. If any of the teams is ready, you can any time, any order. They are present, please. Any one team ready? 10 minutes now. I'm going to call the first team in a minute. I'm going to call randomly. Can I? Seventh team, manufacturing. Are you guys ready? Team 7. Hey, come on, guys. Need to give time for all others as well, right? Please come. 7th team, manufacturing. Great.
Good afternoon, sir.
I may know who is this.
So I'm R. Watson Jarvis from Team 7.
Hi, Ladson.
Sir,
Can I
short.
see? Can I see? Can I see the video or a board or something?
Yeah, I'll share the screen, sir.
Yeah, I'm not seeing you. I'm sorry for calling you first, but I had to call someone. I didn't want to go by the first 2, 3, 4, so I randomly called. Okay, and please turn on your video or the board or whatever. Ladson, you're still on mute. Oh, you are on phone, is it? Okay. Yeah, I can see.
Sir, something visible? Screen visible?
Go ahead, Ladson. I can see that for. If it is fine, you can just talk over. Come to the webcam and you can just talk over too. That's fine too. Whatever works for you guys.
So just wait a minute. I'll log in from my laptop.
Okay. In the meantime, others also, can you make arrangement to maybe use the same laptop or anything, right? That want to see how you guys present, and want to hear. Is any other team ready? Lordson, yeah, I can see that. It's good for production scheduling. Go ahead. Yeah, don't worry much about presentation. I only need the content. Go ahead.
Okay, sir.
I'm not very keen on the slides and other things. I just want your thought process. Want to know your thought process. Go ahead.
So is my screen visible? And I'm sorry about the hiccups that has caused.
No problem.
So as you have assigned for our team, that is to design an AI agent in manufacturing.
Manufacturing.
So
Yeah.
I have designed one. I have come up with an idea of bringing an AI agent for scheduling, for better production scheduling. So the core idea of our core idea which made me come up is there, as you said, as you have discussed in the earlier time, there are so many machines in the factories, and each machine will have different make times, and it is capable of doing various tasks. So it would be very easier and efficient if we use these machines in a manner such that the make less, or in the other way, we get the maximum throughput from these systems.
Okay.
So the objective is to minimize the make span and maximize the throughput.
Okay.
As I've said earlier, each and every machine has various processing times, and also it is capable of doing different tasks. Here I've discussed the environment, state, and action, as well as the condition which gains the reward, etc.
Okay. I saw that.
Rather than going away from the topic, I'll just say the thing is like normally in heuristic way, when we approach this problem, we often look at the machine. We look at the capacity of a machine, whether it is whether the we often look at the capacity of the machine, whether the machine is capable of delivering the throughput within the due date, or coming on the task perspective. When we look at the task, we see the due dates, whether the due dates are nearing, or the due dates we have enough due dates to deliver the product. In such way, we schedule that those which have the highest priority are those tasks which are the less number of the due dates are nearing. We give the maximum priority to those machines, or to do, sorry, not machines, to those tasks. So
Go
here
ahead.
that is the heuristic way. But when we use reinforcement learning, like, and when we say, similar to the job scheduling which is done in the operating system, when we reinforce learning, so when we feed the AI agent with the goal, like it learns regarding the scheduling policies, it is able to decide which job, which particular task can be given the highest priority, and so that the task gets complete efficiently within the given time window, and gives the maximum throughput.
Go ahead. Yeah. Okay.
So here I haven't gone through much
That's okay.
about
It's okay. No, that's okay. I can see that. I mean, I have a pseudo code. Yeah. Okay.
yes, sir.
Move on. Move
So
on.
the
Yeah.
main thing is, like, we are feeding the agent, like so as the agentic AI is able to think, it is able to act with a low or no human intervention. So we are supposed to give proper we are supposed to give goal based we are supposed to feed it regarding the goal based, and regarding the particular action, and how it is supposed to take on with the scheduling process. The core idea itself goes on how efficiently it schedules the task, and how efficiently the task gets completed. So this is the core idea which I am trying to convey. And based on the maximum utilization of the available resources, and maximum throughput delivered from the available resources, the success rate is, or the key measure key performance indicator is measured.
Okay. Sounds good.
Anything
Yeah.
other than that,
Let me
if you
add.
have any questions, you can ask me. This is somewhat I have
Yeah,
able
so
to come up within the time constraints
get
which you
that.
have given me.
I get that. So, Lotson,
Yes, sir.
yeah, I mean, this is good. Thank you. But few points, right?
Yes, sir.
If you had noticed the structure of an agent, right? I don't want to get to the details of, how the components of how the reinforcement learning, how it works. The structure is very simple. This needs a goal, and it has the persona definition. You need to define the persona for an agent. The first important thing is goal, second is the persona, and third is the tool use. Okay,
sir.
you need to say, when you present it next time, right?
Yes, sir.
Especially when you're designing an agent, what you need to keep in mind is these three: persona,
Yes, sir.
goal, and tool use. What are the tools that you are going to use, right? That's the third. Fourth,
Yes, sir.
memory, context awareness, right? I mean, what are the things that you feed, right? That's the fourth one. Fifth one, the LLM, right? What LLM that you would use? Maybe anything that's immaterial, but that's another thing. So these are the components. When you structure an agent, these are all the very important things. That's what I would suggest. Okay, otherwise it's good.
Okay, sir. Then one question from my side. Like I've noticed uh, today's session was regarding agentic AI, and I know that agentic AI is something which works on low or no human intervention, right?
Yeah.
So when so is there any possibility of the agentic AI reaching to the standards of AGI, which is artificial general intelligence?
Yeah, with the advent, so the human in the loop is always currently, right? It's a safety net, right? Certain things,
Yes, sir.
certain decisions, it's more than the thinking capability, but the decisions are still with the humans, right? You don't want, that's a safety net, just a safety net, right? But with the advent, or the way it has been growing, it's leaders say the AGI is not too far. You may get to that, right? So
Yes, sir.
it's
But
not too far.
will there
But
be any classes like regarding the security in the security aspects?
yeah, there are still concerns. Many more than the security. There are still concerns. The states and are just thinking about it, contemplating. For example, right? How do the economy itself is on this? To give an example, you have a art, or a a drawing, which is painting, right? Mona Lisa painting was created by Leonardo several centuries ago. So that has a value. An author, right? He writes some book, it has a value, right? So it has a human labor attached to it, and it has a value, right? But with the advent of AI, which completely changes, you just give it to chat gpt, it generates a drawing which is fantastic, right? So how would you even
Yeah.
attach a value, right? So it has an economic impact as well on the state. So there is no solution now, and the fake deep fakes that you are seeing now, that is causing a lot of issues in the society, right? Politically, on the on the society as well, right? So these are all the questions still unanswered. I mean, hopefully we will get to a, considering the advantages that it offers, right? Hopefully these all will be resolved soon, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So in the
Thank you
interest
so
of
much, sir.
time, I want to give, thank you, we want to give opportunity to all. So maybe the next team who are presents, make it very short, maybe in 2 minutes or so. Yeah, who is going to present next? Or should I call names then? Okay. Finance team. You guys ready? Or whoever is ready and want a complete presentation or pseudocode and all. Simple description of the points that I mentioned, right? What is the idea? How you are going to fit your AI agent into it. That's it.
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Hi.
So
I know
we
who
are
is this?
team 6.
Team 6, okay.
So 1 minute, sir, let us connect our
Healthcare, is it? Is it healthcare? Yeah, I can see the screen. Hospital services.
Sir, we have designed a design flow for the
Yeah,
AI agent for hospital
yeah.
services.
Sorry. Introduce yourself, please. May I know
Sir,
who's speaking?
I'm S. Madhumita from third year
Madhumita.
IT department.
Hey, Madhumita. Yeah, go ahead.
So, so we just covered some of the agents which are helpful in the hospital services. That is
Oh,
appointment helper, symptom checker, test result assistant, medication and treatment support, billing and insurance guide, and discharge and follow-up support. We have gone for many agents, that is many services in the hospitals. And the
okay.
first one we have chosen is appointment helper,
Yep.
where while getting an appointment from the hospital, that patient can verify for identity and getting query for the hospital scheduling system, and
Okay.
then a patient can check for the available slots. They can book, reschedule, or cancel the appointments, and they can also send confirmation, and they can also receive some reminders.
Okay.
So
So,
this is how the so
yeah. I mean, this agent actually answers a query or a question, or is it going to perform this autonomously? I mean, what is your uh,
both performing autonomously, and then replying to the answers
okay?
from the patients.
Okay.
So this is how agentic AI works. That is getting input, and it has some plan, and with that implementing the plan to action to have a feedback loop. So, for example, have designed like a doctor prescribes some medicines, and the medication agent sets some reminders and get the patient's confirms or misses, so that the agent updates some the other logs. So, if that's missed, it just passes to the nurse.
Yep. Okay.
Sir, is my PPT visible?
No, it's not. I was just listening to you. I can see the screen. You are clicking something, but the PPT is not still coming up. But that's okay, Mamita. I get the point. Yeah, I can see now.
So this is our agentic AI works about getting input and with the plan to action. So this is where we have given an example like doctor prescribes the medicine, and the medication agent sets a reminders about whether the prescription they have got or not, and the patient confirms or else it may be missed. So the agentic updates the adherence log, and if missed in such cases, then it is going to escalate it to the nurse or the other staffs in the hospital.
Okay.
So this is the next one, that is symptom checker. It just collects the symptoms from the patient as in any form of the input, and then if it checks there's an emergency, it just alerts the doctor and advises the ER, or just if it is not an emergency, just moderates. That is, it suggests some appointments.
Mamita, yeah. Can I add one point here? The previous one.
Yeah, sir.
Go back. Yeah. So The same, the thing I gave it for Lotson as well, right? So this is an agent. I assume you have, multiple agents. You design an agentic workflow. So for this agent, you are given a name as symptom checker, and it has a goal. Perfect. But to, other aspects, the same thing I told. What is the tool that you are going to use? Right? Remember always to add for each agent. What are the tools that you are going to add? And what is the reasoning process? You explained the reasoning process. It gets the symptoms, and it proceeds to the next step. Perfect. But the important thing is the tool use and context aware, right? So always keep those things in mind when you design a particular agent. Yeah, go on, Manvita.
Okay,
Do you
sir.
agree? Do you agree?
Yeah, it depends upon the tools we are using, sir.
Correct. So what are the two? That's important, right? That's the knowledge we are imparting to an agent, right? So
Yes,
in this
sir.
case, it could be the prescription based EHR, right? In hospitals, they use an employee health records, EHR records, and the drug the drug inventory positions, right? All those things, right? And symptoms, the periodical cases and all those things can be your tool that you would feed onto the agent. Yeah, go on,
Yes, sir.
please.
So, like when come upon to tools, we'll be using like LLM and its rules for answering directly and triggering the workflow.
Yeah,
For that
remember,
LLM can be used.
yeah, tools is like in the example that I gave, right? um, you have a supply chain planning, right? The tools that you add to is a calendar tool, right? Or sometimes calculator tool, right? These are
Yes,
the capabilities that may not be inherently present in an LLM. LLM has a reasoning capability, okay? But it may not know the local weather conditions. For that, you add a tool, okay? These are the tools. Okay, please
yes, sir.
understand the difference. Or if you have any questions, do let me know. So tools and the LLM, these are two different things.
Yes,
Agree?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
So next is when come upon to test results assistant for just monitoring the lab or EHR system and then notifying the patient whether they are available or not at that time to receive the test results, and then if not, then redirecting to the hospital officials about the test results, sir.
Okay, so in this case, you can even fire a notification, right? The end
Yeah.
goal could be just fire a notification, or by email alerts or something to the or SMS alerts to the patients. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Then for medication and treatment support for getting some medication schedule, and then setting for these also we have designed like setting reminders, and then to notify the other hospital officials about if there's a missed dose or missed medicine supply to the particular ward, and explain about the dosages and precautions if there is absence of officials.
Okay, yeah, go on.
So the next is billing and insurance guide to fetch the bill records and to facilitate the uh, insurance guides, and then discharge billings and etc. for providing a payment link. So for this, this is a design flow.
Okay,
The same, sir, for
yeah,
discharge and follow-up support.
yeah.
And this is a small pseudocode
Okay,
overview of this
that's fine. That's
agent.
okay. That's okay. Yeah, I can see that. Okay. Yeah, I
That's
mean,
all.
okay. So the only suggestion is that when you design a particular agent, this, and when you have an agent to agent communication, again, you can mention that, what do you communicate? What is the previous agent? What are the inputs from the previous agent? And, what things goes in. You have listed that textually, but can be, clearly say that this is a incoming and outgoing, right? Especially if you are designing an agentic workflow. For agents, this is the structure.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you can mention. So it must be a group activity, right? So who are all involved in this?
Yes, sir.
Who are all the other team
And
members?
other team members, shall I mention out the
Yeah,
names?
please just mention the name so that
Uh,
Yeah.
Yogeshwari, Priyadashni,
Okay.
and Sonia Lingam, Palani Kadirvel, and Monica Vasagan, sir.
Okay. Good work, guys. Lots and I missed to know your names. Probably end of the session. Just let me know who are your team members.
Yeah, sure.
Okay?
Sir.
Yeah. Thanks, Madhvita.
Thank you, sir.
Who goes next? And guys, I mean, make it very quick, maybe 2-3 minutes. I want to give chances for all. You just can talk about it. You don't have to, even present anything. Anyone?
Good afternoon, sir.
Hey, good afternoon.
Sir, I will share the screen.
Yeah. Who is this?
Myself, Priya Selvi.
Hi, Priya. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, this is what happened, last time also when I tried to share it. I mean, it was going into a loop mode. And which team is this?
Share பண்ண வேண்டாமா? Window.
Okay, software.
Sir,
Great. Go ahead.
sir, our problem statement is code review assistant agent. It's
Okay.
based on the automating and improving the code review process
Okay.
in software. So every PR must be reviewed before merging. So it's based on the correctness, security,
Okay.
performance, style, and readability.
Okay.
So our problem statement does not contain the code reviews, time consuming, human errors, and small mistakes often missed, learning gaps, juniors struggle with their best practices. So
Okay.
there is a solution for that. Automatically scans code changes, suggests improvements instantly, and it also detects the common issues with the security, performance, and style,
Okay.
and supports the human reviewers.
Okay.
So our proposed solution is reads pull request code. It applies for security flaws, performance bottlenecks, and style violations to provide inline comments and summary report.
Okay. So,
Then
may
the
I ask one
in
question?
soft.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, you have this slide. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm reading it now. This is the question I was going to ask. Yeah. Developer submits a pull request. Go ahead.
Okay, sir. So our solution is how it works. So agent fetches and change the code and find the issues and errors in that code and give a review and summary about the code automatically.
Okay.
Sir, there's a pseudocode for the our problem statement.
Okay. So, what are the things that you the same comment, right? So, if you want to add a tool to this, right? What are the tools that you would add? So there is a goal, and the agent only has a reasoning capability, right? LLM, right? It could be a chat the GPT mini or some LLM, llama or some LLM, right? But you need to additionally augment it with some tool, right? So what tool would you add? Can I suggest an example? So the tool could be the libraries, right? So as the agent scans through different codes and find some syntax errors or something like that, right? So how will it identify? It should know the libraries in a particular language. Let's say it's a Python language. What are the the libraries? What are the parameters that you need to pass onto it, and all those things, right? Do you agree, Priya?
Sir, the tools are GPT and Llama for code suggestions
No,
and
no, no,
Git and
no. I do not mean when there is a tool, right? In agentic world, when it's a tool, it's not the it's not the LLM, right? Llama LLM or GPT LLM. No, that's a brain of it. Tools is you augment that with some additional capability, right? So um, let's say you are interacting with the chat GPT, right? I'm going to ask whether um, there is a room available in in hotel X and Y, Taj Hotel or whatever, right? It will not know, right? You add LLM of Llama LLM or any LLM, it will not know, right? What you will do is, in that case, is you add a tool to it. What is that tool? That tool is actually an API, an API call to Taj Hotel or something, right? They maintain all the inventory of uh, rooms available and all those things, right? That is what is a tool. And weather, if I ask what is the weather in Kovilpati today, right? The LLM may not know. It has to be augmented with an API, right? That is what is a tool. Am I making it clear, Priya? Do you agree? You're on mute. You're on mute. Can you hear me?
yes, sir, I can hear you.
Yeah. So, do you agree with me?
Yes, sir, it was clear.
Okay. So, LLM is different than the tools that you use. Guys, it's for all of you, right? Tools that you use is different than the LLM. Okay. Tool is an API. Predominantly, it will be an API call. Another thing, right? The LLMs are not good at mathematical calculations or temporal calculations. Now, the recent LLMs are good, but predominantly, they are not good. So you add a tool, a calculator tool with that. How do you add? It could be an API, simple API to some calculator program, something like that, right? So now it rightly calls that tool and performs a calculation and gives you the results. So that is what is a tool. Am I making sense?
Yes, sir.
It's for all. Okay. Yeah. Good. Otherwise, it's good. Thank you.
Thank you,
Any.
sir.
Yeah, and the team members, just mention the team members so that it's all hard work. Who are all your team members?
Sir, my team members are Nirmala, Rampriya, Nisma, Deva Vignesh, Suresh, and Danush Kumar.
Okay, great job, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Who goes next? And one more comment for the software, Priya and the other folks, right? Um, Rather than you produce a code, change the code, to a agent and get an output of it. The other option could be what you can consider as in the real time, right? As the user types in, right, the agent can be invoked immediately, right? And suggest the corrections. Hey, there is a parenthesis missing, right? There is a syntax error in the code, right? It's a Python. It automatically identify, and that can be another suggestion. Okay, what is the next industry? My guys, make it quick. Anyone preparing? I can't even see. If someone had, come to a stage or something, I can't see. Financial. Okay, great. Introduce yourself. Saya. I am to Jennifer. I can't hear you. You are on mute. You are on mute. Unmute yourself.
Good evening, sir. This is Anusha from third year IT.
Hi, Anisha.
Sir,
Finance. Go ahead.
sir, now I'm going to explain about AI agent used in
Okay.
finance department.
Yeah.
So, the problem statement you choose is loan approval process, sir,
Okay.
through AI. So, the AI agent will either approve or reject the loan based on our some criteria that we have. So, input details that we need is loan amount of interest, and loan duration, and then all these AI agent will process these data. So, and then based on this, either the loan is get approved or rejected, sir.
Okay.
So this is the formula. Let me tell you about the pseudo code, sir.
Okay.
So uh, like um, uh, these are loan amount. So and then the rate of interest per year, and then the duration. Based on this, the EMI monthly EMI is calculated.
Okay.
So based on this, monthly EMI is calculated. So there is a formula. Uh, Sir, there is a formula called debit ratio based on the income and EMI, also our previous debit. Based on these, our either will be our loan will be either approved or rejected, sir.
Okay.
Our debit ratio is calculated by total debit and our income, sir.
Okay.
And then basically the benefits of these is like reducing the manual intervention in banks. So it take lots of time, and we have to
Okay.
reduce
Got
the
it.
amount of loan process. So reducing the human intervention, we are using this kind of this. So at some advantages of these is like fraud detection can be reduced, sir.
Okay. Couple of
Some
suggestions. Yeah. Couple of suggestions. It's an automatic system. I will say, instead of manually doing all these calculations, reviewing all those things, and right. So let's add two important things to make it as an AI system, right? Or agentic system, right? In addition to this, all these calculations, AI has a power of reasoning, right? So we should make use of that when you design a system, right? In olden days, this is what we did, right? You let's say you are a software engineer, you are given a uh, problem, and you want to build a code, right? And that's a system that you are developing, you will be doing this, right? But with the AI, right, it should, we should add that with the two important things. One is, like I said, always all the folks I said, LLM is important. What it has its own reasoning capability, right? Second, the tool use. What are the tools that you would use? I will, slightly refine this and tell you, what you can do for the agents, right?
Okay, sir.
Forget about all these calculations that you can, feed it in a form of a tool, right? Tool is nothing but an API call, okay? Just to, host it somewhere in all those calculations you can interpret. That's one. Second, add some reasoning capability. It even checks his credit score of that person, right? And his income, right? Whether he'll be able to pay that correctly or not, right? And his annual income and his previous records, right? He has a credit card already, whether he's paying correctly and all those things, right? So these are all based on all this data. Let the agent predict whether this guy, the loan can be approved to this person, sanctioned to the person or not, right? All banks are worried about is like, whether the loan will come, they will close the loan or not, right? The money will come back or not, right? So whether this person will default or not, right? Those are all the things the agent can reason and add value to. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can mention the team who are all there with you.
So my team, myself, Anusha, and then Ganesham, and then Ashwin Kumaran, and then Sahai Anto Jennifer, Ranjini, and Gajamuthalakshmi, sir.
Hi guys, good job. Yeah,
Okay, sir. Thank you.
thank you. Which team goes next? Quick.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Myself, Subhanija from IT department third year. So we have given a use case on retail and commerce.
Okay.
So sir, it is visible also. Visible or not?
No, it still says end of the slide. Maybe you need to go to the previous slide. It says end of the slide. I'm seeing an icon that it's yeah. Yeah, I can see now.
Yes, sir. So the given problem is a shopping assistant. So it will guide customers in real time based on the preferences and browsing history. So the LLM we have used here is natural language. Whenever the customer queries, show me shoes under 50 rupees, it will automatically suggest based on that training model. It uses natural language chat to answer product queries and suggest alternatives.
Okay.
And also it integrates with personalized recommendation engines. So these are all the products we are going to recommend like that to boost sales.
Okay.
The persona we are going to suggest is it acts as a smart shopping assistant for online customers, and it is friendly, helpful, and sales oriented.
Okay.
It attains the goal like it provides personalized product recommendation and enhanced customer satisfaction with sales support. So the memory it uses are short-term memory and long-term memory.
Okay.
Here the pseudocode is given, sir. Whenever the customer gives input like customer profile, purchase history, location, with the help of that input, it can analyze the trending products and seasonal offers.
Okay.
And it will generate a personalized deals based on the preferences because we are training that model based on AI shopping assistant. And if the customer keeps on buying those products, it will automatically recommend product recommendations and exclusive offers.
Okay.
If the customer add the product to their cart and hesitate to check out, then it will be trigger an discount or coupon for a personalized recommendation.
Okay.
So this is a pseudocode, sir.
What are the
Tools,
tools? What are tools?
tools
Yeah, go
like
ahead.
Open API, LangChain, Llama Index.
Again, remember, I think I missed the previous thing. So what I was saying was, tools is not in an agentic terminology. Tools is not the LLM that we use. Okay, remember this. There are four things we discussed in this. One is the persona. What is it supposed to do. Second is the LLM that we are going to use. That is not a tool. LLM is the brain or reasoning skills, the component with reasoning skills. And tools is the third one. Okay, tools is something that you additionally equip the agent with. We say,
Yes, sir.
give the example. Okay, let me give the other example. Right, go to same example. Go to a chat GPT. It has a LLM behind the scene, right? OpenAI is LLM, right? You ask a question that, hey, is there a room available for me to book on particular day in a specific hotel, right?
Yes, sir.
Hotel X on that day, right? Will it be able to answer? No. LLM will not be able to answer that, right? So what you do is you supply that with an additional tool. Tool in agent world is nothing but an API call. It can be a simple API call. Okay. So when you build an agent, you have an LLM. In addition to that, you will have an API call or some tools. That tool will make a call to the hotel A and find the inventory of rooms available on a particular day, right? And get you the results. And the results are again fed into LLM and things like that. Right? So now you understand the difference between a tool and the LLM, right?
Yes, sir.
All the components are the resources that you use for building an agent is not the tool. The framework, the language, and are all not tools in the world of AI agents. It's uh, the APIs, right? Weather tool. That's an example I gave. It's a weather tool. It's an API call to a weather and get some data from that. Am I making sense?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Understand, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Otherwise, thanks. It's good.
Thank you, sir.
And who are your team members?
Shakti Priya, Harini,
Okay.
Bharanidharan,
Okay.
Sudan, Namira, myself, sir.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Anyone ready? Okay. I actually need to drop off in 4 or 5 minutes, and reach out to me if you have any questions. One, or if you have anything to present. Yeah, somebody's coming. I'll listen to them, and others can send the details to me, document to me via LinkedIn. Magesh Kesava Pillai. Right? Search for that. You can connect to me and send your things. I will read and provide my comments. So somebody is already there. Please go ahead. I will listen to that. Which team is that?
Good evening, sir.
Hey, good evening.
So this is Abarna Sriyan from IT department.
Can you come again?
Abarna Sriyan.
Is it? I see the name as Pavitra. I can't hear you fully.
Shall I share the screen? Is this visible?
Education industry. Okay. When are we speaking? Introduce yourself.
So this is our project. Is about AI education agent.
Yeah.
It works like a personalized learning aid assistant for students.
Okay.
So what it does is it helps the students to learn at their own speed. It finds their strengths and weakness. It suggests a video, practice questions, and the study plans. And
Okay.
it tracks the process and it gives a real time help.
Okay.
And the design flow of this is the student when the student input like the input may be like a add chatbot and
Hmm.
used a natural language understanding and decision layer agent logic, a knowledge basic plus ML models are included, and response generations. The output in the format of text, quiz, or in format of graph or videos.
Yeah.
How it works like when student asks a question in an app or a chatbot, AI will understand the question through NLU, and the agent decides what actions to take and uses this knowledge base plus ML to find the answer, and thus it creates a response in form of text, video, etc. So this sent back to the students so they
Okay.
can view what,
Okay.
and this is our pseudo cursor.
Yeah.
If student wants the concept explanation, fetch the topic.
Okay.
First show the content, and if the student wants practice questions, find a question at the right level.
Okay.
If student wants to progress check, show the report.
Okay.
If student wants to study plan, create a plan. If unknown, say sorry, I did not understand. Like this is our solo person.
Okay. Is that Pavitra?
Sir, no, sir, I'm Abarna Sriyan. I'm the
Aparna.
teammate of Pavitra.
Okay. So the question is the same thing, right? You got my comments about the tools, right?
Yes, sir.
So what tools would you use for this agent?
Sir, tools like AI layer for NLP and plus recommended models. For
Okay.
database, MySQL and MongoDB.
Okay.
MySQL or MongoDB, which.
Okay. Remember again the same comment, right? Um, the brain of the agent is, of course, the LLM models, right? It could be
Yes, sir.
ChatGPT model, OpenAI model, or Llama model, or whatever, right? And you use your language, Python or whatever, right? That's not
Yes,
the
sir.
tool. In agent world, tool is an API. Okay,
Okay. Okay,
it
sir.
will not know unless you specifically feed that with a specific knowledge. It will not know. For example, your specific curriculum or something of that, right? Agent is meant for doing a specific purpose of it, right? So in this case, I'll give an example, a tool example, right? You connect to your academic materials, right? You have a case studies, right? Or academic textbooks or something like that, right? You
Yes, sir.
feed that as a tool, right? It's an API call, get to some repository of, knowledge base and gets those information, right? That's
Yes,
how,
sir.
that's what is a tool. So here I would
Okay.
suggest these are all could be your tools.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. So yeah, maybe the others who can send me those, right? Whoever is missing, the services industry, agriculture, logistics, right? These are all the things missing. Only 2 3. Can you guys send it to me? Entertainment, right? Please send it to me. LinkedIn. I will review and provide my comments. Oh, agriculture already there. Okay, I'll listen to quickly, please. Go ahead quickly. Yeah. Yeah, I was able to see that. Go ahead.
So can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So our project is agriculture, sir. So we would like to implement on a role basis, sir, like agent based.
Okay.
Like we can apply separate agents for crops tracking and weather tracking, and also decision making, sir. For decision making, we can implement. And what we thought was to implement basic brute force, sir.
Okay.
So we know our history in which climate the crops will react on how. So we
Yeah.
know that knowledge, and we can implement according to those, sir. So we can
Yeah.
store if this situation happens, what we can implement. So if we store in our DB, so if that incident happened means our AI agent will do accordingly, sir. This
Okay.
is what we thought, and uh, we we can't have much knowledge on agriculture, so that we can't move that much faster. So if we have enough time, and we'll take
Okay.
much more.
No issues. No, the idea is about not about particular thing. The idea is how do you construct an agent. That's what I need, right? So in this example,
Yes, sir.
let me give few examples of how do you do that, right? Even I'm not an agriculturist, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
So you feed, like the same thing. You have an LLM for reasoning. You supply additional tools to that. That tools could be, weather or seasoning, right? Based on
Yes,
that,
sir.
it can predict, what are the pests, that can occur. So it can symptomatically, maybe a drone, right? A drone which automatically monitors, all this crops, okay, and sends
Yes, sir.
feed to your agent, right? The data feed to the agent. That's the tool. Okay. So
Okay, sir. Okay.
API call, it could be an API call. It automatically, views all this, symptoms and identifies, oh, okay, this has some problem, and it can send an alert to it, right? Simple. That's it. We need a,
Sir, you are telling to integrate IoT in our project, isn't
no,
it, sir?
you don't have to. No, you don't have to. So what
Oh,
happens is it's stored in some cloud, right? So the data that you get from a drone or something, it's stored in some cloud. All the agent want to know is connect to that cloud through an API. There's no IoT, right? So connect to that
okay,
cloud
sir.
and get the data in whatever form. How do you collect the data? It's not in the purview of the agent, right? You have
Yes,
the
sir. Yes,
data
sir. Yes, sir.
stored somewhere. Agree?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, that's what the agent's scope is. Okay. You have an
Okay,
agent,
sir.
you
Okay.
connect to a data and get the details, and, you perform this action. That's all you need. Okay.
Okay,
Otherwise,
sir.
it's a
Okay,
good
sir.
job. Yeah.
Okay,
Thanks.
we'll do accordingly, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, guys. Okay. Just call me. I'm going to call it a day, guys. Anything else? Who are there? The organizers, Prashant or someone there?
Yes, sir. This is Prashant here.
Hey, Prashant.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much, sir.
no problem.
Rest of the people will connect you through LinkedIn, sir.
Yeah, please ask them to, only two team or something.
Yes,
They
sir.
can,
2 teams are pending.
yeah, only two teams. They can send it by,
Okay, sir. I will inform them.
yeah, sure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir. சும்மா என்கேஜ் பண்றது அவ்வளவுதான். நீ என்ன நினைச்ச? என்ன பையன்? தேவை அவசியமா கேட்காத. நான் எவ்வளவு மெசேஜ் தெரியுமா?